I'm Ben Wygal, president of Florida Junior College at Jacksonville, your community college. Welcome to another in a series of Know Your College. Today we'd like to bring you up to date on some of the activities at FJC and actually show you some of those things in action. Over the years, Florida Junior College has had phenomenal growth. Of course, you notice from these newspaper articles we were accredited early on. We used local facilities, temporary facilities before we moved into our new campuses. We started with a rather large opening enrollment, but we've grown phenomenally since that time. For example, we had 2,600 that first year, and now, of course, we serve about 75,000 different people during the year. Of course, many people have participated here in this community, many receiving degrees, many receiving skills that are readily saleable in the community. And of course, meeting the community needs in the downtown area for job training and development. Of course, FJC has been a pioneer in many, many programs. And of course, in 1970, after 3 or 4 years of actual operation, we moved into our very first permanent facility, which was the North Campus you see under construction here. Of course, over the years, many awards, many recognitions have been given to the college and to its students because of the special emphasis we have placed on quality, on training, and of course on individual development. That, of course, is what community colleges are all about. This, of course, is the new Kent campus, a brand new campus, over 300,000 square feet of educational space with the open air type of facility provided for the students, maintaining that kind of atmosphere in the trees and in the grass so that students can enjoy and learn. On this campus site, which of course was at one time a temporary site composed of duplexes that the Navy housing was used during the World War II. This is the North Campus. We moved into this facility in 1970. That was a proud moment for us. We now have over 250,000 square feet of facilities here. This is a comprehensive community college in itself, but of course with strong emphasis on all of the allied health programs and of course business programs. This is a beautiful site which we've just added to, and of course we'll continue to add to in the future years. The South Campus, located on Beach Boulevard, was opened only 1 year later in 1971. The South Campus, again, is about 250,000 square feet now, but we have a new project underway right at this moment, adding more space and more facilities for students at the South Campus. On the northeasterly edge of this site is the Northeast Florida Criminal Justice Training Center, and of course this is the home of many of our arts and music programs. This, of course, is the downtown site along State Street, downtown. A comprehensive community college within itself, but with tremendous emphasis upon job skills training. Construction trades, metal trades, engineering, those kind of programs that make Jacksonville a very attractive place for industry to look at and to come here knowing that excellent training is taking place. The new downtown campus has about 300,000 square feet. But we don't just use our own campuses. For example, this is the Baptist Towers, a senior citizens center. We offer many programs right here in this center for the senior adults. And of course, this is a hospital where our nursing programs, our allied health programs find laboratories so that the students can learn better the way that they will be working and serving humanity in this community. Along the river here, for example, we come to Prudential Life Insurance Company, where we offer many programs in the clerical, administrative, supervisory areas, as well as a large program in life office management. Many programs for the highly visible insurance industry right here in Jacksonville, Florida. All of the insurance programs are in the various buildings as well as on campus. Of course, a tremendous resource in our community is the St. Johns River. Of course, we have a new marine trades program which we're excited about. where students will learn skills to work in shipbuilding, all of the marine and allied marine fields. This beautiful river, if you follow that boat going upstream there for 3 or 4 miles, you would come to the Naval Air Station, where we have a delightful arrangement with the Navy offering many, many programs, not only to individuals who are actually in the Navy, but others as well. Another insurance company, Blue Cross Blue Shield. This facility provides students with an opportunity to learn more, to be upgraded, to get promotions in jobs, and be more productive in the community. We provide on-the-job training even in television stations such as this one. The Seaboard Coastline Railroad has been very, very supportive to us also. Our former board chairman, of course, was a vice president with this building, with this organization, working in this building, and they've just been very useful and helpful in providing facilities for students. For example, supervisory training, in-service training, upgrading so that workers can progress and move ahead. Of course, the beautiful resource of the St. Johns River, such a recreational resource in our community. We feel as a part of the community that we ought to facilitate and help in this way, and we offer many safety programs in boating and boat maintenance. We are the largest single user of the civic auditorium facilities here with our student activities programs in the Broadway series, the Artist series, all of those programs. And of course, continuing to utilize business and industry, not only their facilities, but their advice in helping us improve and upgrade programs. We have many other public agencies in our community. For example, the state offices here, and we have some 10 contracted services with the state offices here, as well, of course, as academic instructional programs. Jacksonville provides such a tremendous laboratory resource for our transportation program. Not only the river, not only the railroad system, but the highway systems here provide us with opportunities for our students to learn and to grow and find exciting employment in the transportation industry. And of course, banking programs, on-site, on campus, the American Institute of Banking Programs, all of the kinds of programs you see here, for example, in the Atlantic Bank, to help people grow and upgrade in jobs. Then again, back to senior citizens. These, of course, are the Cathedral Towers, where we offer many senior adult programs. The camera swings right over to the city senior citizens towers here, where we offer many programs, and then, of course, to the senior citizens complex. This, of course, is City Hall, where we offer many programs, and we have tremendous cooperation with our city, not only city administrative offices, but the courts and the jails. And a little later on, we will take a specific look at the jail system and how we provide programs so individuals can grow in these programs. But our cooperation with the city in providing instructional services is so important. The police building here, in that building we offer public service programs, but we do need to emphasize that fire science and police science programs are heavily integrated with Florida Junior College at Jacksonville, and we have a special facility out at the South Campus. This training program involves all police recruits as well as upgrading of officers. Back to the river, our tremendous resource, the port facilities, all of the training and allied programs related to that, and of course the development of Jacksonville and the beauty associated with this river, which provides us not only enjoyment and pleasure, but jobs. For example, right downtown, the shipyards, tremendous supporter of our educational programs, tremendous opportunities for our workers who finish our job skills training programs to get good employment. The growth of Jacksonville, of course, depends upon our development of trade programs, construction programs. You see a site here, for example, and then, of course, training programs with the JEA, all kinds of public facilities. Very important. Here we are, a map of our community with a river, and you see some pins there. We're all over the community. But let me give you one example. Let's take a little closer look at a community-based program specifically designed to meet the needs of individuals in the community. This one particularly is one associated with the individuals who are blind in our community and need to learn more how to be independent. Let's go in and meet the director of that program and chat with her a moment.
Good morning. Welcome to iLAB. I'm Carol Dismukes, Project Coordinator for Independent Living for the Adult Blind, a very special project sponsored by Florida Junior College. At iLAB, we teach blind adults. Won't you come in? One of the basic tenets of the philosophy of Florida Junior College is to assist individuals in developing skills necessary to the activities of daily living. At iLAB, we provide this instruction for blind adults. The three primary areas of instruction at iLAB are orientation and mobility, in which a blind person learns to move safely in the environment, communication skills, which may include braille, typing, or handwriting with aids for the blind, and homemaking and personal management skills. All of these contribute to a blind person's being able to maintain their own independence. There are only 2 such programs in the United States sponsored by community colleges, and we are glad that Florida Junior College is sponsoring iLAB for the people in North Florida.
Now let's go visit the city jail. We talked about programs all over the community. Here's one for students who cannot come to Florida Junior College campuses. There are many individuals who spend time in our local city jail who need training programs, in adult basic education, high school completion, and so forth. Let's go inside now, talk to the director, and learn more about these programs.
Hello, my name is Trish Pearson. I'm an administrative assistant for research and planning at the Duval County Jail. We are about to enter the jail and go up to the law library and FJC classroom facility on the 3rd floor. This is the entranceway, and we're going to the elevator now. This area outside is the hallway outside of the law library and classroom facility for the Duval County Jail. Inside, we can now see that this is a library facility in addition to being set up for classroom use. The offenders are allowed to come in here for 3 classes a week, or 3 different classes offered most of the time twice a week. We have an GED class, or General Education Development class, in which currently there are 12 offenders enrolled. There is a Psychology for Everyday Living class in which currently 18 offenders are enrolled. There's also the Adult Basic Education, and there are currently 19 offenders enrolled in that. These figures may change daily because as offenders request to enter the classes, they are allowed to do so. GED and ABE classes both meet twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The Psychology for Everyday Living class is on Monday nights. The instructors are furnished through the Florida Junior College of Jacksonville and come into our facility to teach the classes. At other times in this facility, you will realize that this is used for as a library, particularly a legal library service.
We talked about senior citizens a moment ago. Let's go down to the Senior Citizens Center on Silver Street Let's go in and meet the director of that facility and look at that program a little more carefully.
Welcome to the Jacksonville Senior Citizen Center. We're glad you're here this morning to come see the building, and we hope you'll come on in and see some of the things we've got to show you. The center does a lot of different things. We have classrooms and we have meeting rooms. We have an outstanding auditorium and theater. And right now you're looking at the needlework room, which is where we currently are holding some FJC classes. We hold home economics for senior adults, which is most appropriate, being this is the Senior Adult Center. And we're holding clothing construction classes for seniors currently. And in a moment you'll see the music room where we have music classes Florida Junior College has provided for us. And we anticipate having art classes, additional home economics courses. And we really do appreciate the services that the college is providing to the center. Our music class is just getting started this morning. Participants come from the community. Many of them are neighbors close at hand. Others have been hearing the announcements, are coming from within the community of Jacksonville. We're coming to the library. The concept here is borrow a book, if you return it if you like. We hope you will return it, but if it's something you choose to have and keep, it's yours to keep. We see as people are coming in for scheduled meetings such as the AARP or the Silverhead Legislature, they see the building, they see it's a lovely place to hold events, and then they schedule things for themselves, or else they are beginning to drop in. The building is one of a kind. It is probably the most outstanding center of such a nature in the country.
Well, these are only 3 examples of programs we have in the community. If we had more time, we could take you to nearly 200 other off-campus sites throughout Duval and Nassau counties and show you activities at the people's level, meeting needs, helping individuals to grow, to meet their desires, their hopes, their dreams, and of course, hopefully helping them to become better citizens. That's the philosophy of Florida Junior College at Jacksonville, is to join hands with the community, to work with the community in developing programs. Now, being community-based doesn't mean that we're simply based out in the community, but it also means that our programs are based upon community needs. That is, we join hands together with the community to assess those needs and to develop programs which will meet those community needs. We try to join hands to look at all kinds of target populations, not only the senior citizens or those who are incarcerated or others that you've seen here earlier, but also special women's programs, all areas of the handicapped, the military, you name it. We try to identify needs in the community and then join hands to meet those needs. A continual assessment of our success is based upon the community's input back to us as to how well we're doing. And we try to receive that input not only through formal surveys, but through the various kinds of advisory committees that work with our programs. We have about 400 individuals in our community who help us by serving on advisory committees. Of course, our local district board of trustees is our primary interface with the community. Those 8 community members in our community who develop policy and work with us, making sure that your community college continues to be your community college. Now you ask, what kind of financial impact does this college have on this community? I'd like to share some figures with you here for a moment. For example, in 1979-80, the year just passed, our payroll was some $26,595,000. This coming year, beginning in September, we expect that payroll will be over $30 million for the 1980-81 year. That's a tremendous impact in terms of people working in the community. Let's look at some other figures now. For example, in construction funds, we've spent $60 million in this community building campuses. That's provided a lot of jobs for a lot of individuals, as well as a lot of purchase of materials, most of which comes right here from Jacksonville. Well, there's other figures. For example, we have a total square feet of educational space of over 1 million. That's about 1.25 million square feet, which continues to need services and support from the community, and that, of course, rolls over again in the community, providing opportunities for others for employment. Financial aid. Last year, $3,600,000 went to students to help them go to school. This year, a dramatic increase. That's going to go up about $1 million just this year. $1 million increase in student financial aid. Now, in the last 10 years, we've probably spent in excess of $250 million in this community. That is $250 million. Conservative estimates, if you roll that over twice, you find an economic impact on the community. Well, twice that, that's a $500 million impact on this community in the last 10 years. Well, this is just an indication of some of the importance that you receive out of being associated with Florida Junior College at Jacksonville. Now let's look at some of our new developments. Here you see the downtown campus, of course located along State Street beginning at Main Street. The downtown campus, of course, was completed a couple of years ago. Now we are adding on 15 more acres to the west of the downtown campus, and we have this site master plan now. For example, you see 3 buildings here. There's an administrative building on the left, in the foreground a performing arts theater, and then of course to the back of those buildings a gymnasium and other developments which will support not only the entire college but the downtown campus as well. This piece of property is 15 acres. It's bounded on the south by State Street. It continues all the way over to Broad and up north to First Street. We purchased this property from the city for $1 million, again having another impact on the city of Jacksonville and on the community.
This is another one of the many memorable days in the history of Florida Junior College as the college continues to grow and build modern, efficient facilities to meet community needs. I know that our district administrators are happily anticipating the day that they finally have a permanent home in what we will now call the College Administration Building. When this building opens for business, which is anticipated in March of 1982, it will be the first time that the college will have its own administration facilities completely separate from a temporary campus location or rented quarters. District administrators have moved to various temporary locations no less than 4 times since Florida Junior College's first president and other district administrators set up shop in February of 1966 in the downtown seaboard coastline on St. John's River. This leads to a point that needs to be made. The college administration and your trustees down through the years have seen to it that the needs of the students come first. 4 functional campuses covering every point on the campus in our service district were constructed before thought was given to district administrative needs. The college has given top priority to instructional facilities, placing district administration last, and that's the way it should be. I'd also like to emphasize...
Of course, this is not the only development that we have in mind for FJC. We've already begun developing at the South Campus a new gymnasium, which you see here. That construction is well underway, and of course we hope to play our 1981-82 basketball season in this new gymnasium. Well, you've seen a lot of facilities, you've seen a lot of individual programs, but let's look at the kinds of programs which really make up the college now. Well, these are just a few of the programs. If we had more time, we could share many, many others with you. But we do appreciate your taking this time to know more about your college. Florida Junior College at Jacksonville is your community college. It's what you make of it. And when we join hands together to assess community needs, to develop programs, then we can provide even a better resource in our community for meeting those community needs. We hope that you'll come over to your community college, join with us in developing programs, join with us as a student so that you might upgrade, learn new skills, new opportunities, expand your horizons at FJC. Won't you come and join us?
Junior College is offering a new 2-year degree, an associate in applied science. The degree focuses on both theory and practice in the construction, automotive, electrical, and metal trades. An associate in applied science degree can mean faster promotion and a higher position. The graduate is prepared to keep pace with the more sophisticated and complex machines, instruments, and technical literature being developed by industry. An associate in applied science is trained for a career, not just a job. A professional position is possible through this new program at Florida Junior College. For more information about the Associate in Applied Science degree, call 633-8287. Florida Junior College is an equal opportunity, affirmative action college in education and employment.
Fats Waller. And the music he made, well, it was magic.
No one to talk without by myself. No one to walk with but I.
Ain't Misbehaving, Broadway's Tony Award-winning Best Musical.
People at Florida Junior College are giving themselves a present that lasts a lifetime. Bob is learning to work on cooling systems. Fred's improving his reading and writing skills. Barbara's starting her 4-year degree. Eileen is learning to tailor clothes. Maria's going to be a nurse. Bill's studying computers. Deborah and Betsy are studying child care. So why not give yourself a present that will last a lifetime? Florida Junior College at Jacksonville.